What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Big Bro and Little Sis Reacts. I'm the Big Bro. This is the Little Sis. And today we are on How to Get Away with Murder, Season 4, Episode 15. Nobody Else is Dying.
They take it off Netflix?
They did. So I had to download the episode, which I have to do anyway, and streamcast it. Very ghetto. Very undemure.
Yeah. Stop! If you're gonna use it in context.
I did. I said it's very undemure. Being the prefix meaning not.
I'm not. Stop.
Just saying. But we left off with Bonnie's car being flipped over. I don't believe Bonnie's dead. That would be a cheap cop out. But somebody did try to kill her, and that's more than likely Denver. He called Laurel's father and said, she a problem. She been a problem. It's time for her to go. You do something or I do something. And they left it at that. Laurel threatened her mom and about, everything going on with Wes. And it's just been a mess. So we got to see how everything wraps up this season. But let's hope the title, holds true. Nobody else is dying, because we really don't need any more death. But full and early reactions are available on Patreon. Let's get into it. Wes Jr. He's so adorable.
Initial police report states decedent lost control of vehicle, overturning it at high speed.
It's the
Several
person that
contusions
she
on
hit
face,
or hit her.
abrasion on forehead just below hairline, severe fracture to the mandible, bruising along the neck and collarbone.
It ain't her. They're trying to be dramatic. Why are you looking for Laurel? She was with her mom.
Dried blood suggests teeth fractured as a result of crash. Bruising along abdomen suggests severe internal injuries and bleeding.
If I ever really get that, I'd want to die.
Do they know anything?
I can't do it.
What?
Multiple rib fractures also detected by crepitus in the chest.
Ugh, I hate hearing
Where the hell you been? I've been calling you nonstop.
I think I'd weird out.
My phone died. What's wrong?
3 fractures to the fingers on the right hand, most likely due to impact.
You crying about Michaela?
That is
High
me on
probability
Sunday when
that
I
fractured
realized
rib
that
punctured the lungs.
Why does this keep happening to us?
Decedent has multiple displaced fractures and dislocations, including those on the right humerus, left femur.
Trust me, I'm gonna find the drive.
Wow, the FBI's could be all over this.
Be careful.
Just don't do anything stupid, or you're next. It was Jorge, right? He's been tracking all of our calls, and he heard me leave you that voicemail.
God knows.
I'm not even shocked. I already knew.
Beginning internal
Wait,
examination with
Jorge,
precision.
Laurel's father.
Annalise, I know who has the
He's the
drive.
one who died?
Who's this?
It's Denver. He's
Oh,
playing both sides.
Jorge finished him off. Because he threatened him.
Initial reports state the district attorney's car was speeding at upwards of 80 miles per hour in
He
a
threatened
35 zone
Jorge?
before overturning.
He just said, if
However,
you don't
no
do
brake
something
marks were
about
found
Bonnie,
on
I'm
the
going to do
road,
something.
which
But
authorities
he's not
say
trying to
is
lose
indication
Laurel.
that the
So
car
why would
may
he
have
kill
been
Laurel?
tampered with.
Where have you been?
I slept at Colliver's.
Especially if you find out Denver's been setting him up and playing both
I'm
sides.
not asking you to. I just want you to let
Putting
me
him
hear why I
against
did
one
what I did.
Did it because you're an evil person.
You get to feel that way, yes, but we can't afford to turn on each other, especially with all this Denver stuff happening.
I'm not writing that to the police. I'm just moving out.
Just stop packing and look me in the eye, please.
We are over, Michaela. Get over it.
I'm not evil. I just did an evil thing, one that I completely regret.
You're just saying that because you think you're supposed to say that.
I am deeply, deeply sorry. That's what I'm saying.
Again, you're saying that because you think you're supposed to say that, but you don't mean it. You don't regret it.
Of course I
You
did.
don't know yourself, Michaela. That's the big aha for me here. Is I get you more than you get you. And yes, I fell in love with you. Every part of you, especially your ambition. But I made the mistake of thinking that ambition stopped in the bedroom. So just own who you are. A backstabbing, power-hungry, social
Don't you
climbing.
dare call me a bitch.
You said it for me.
Wow. He said, I know where you were going with that. Don't say it. Then he done with her.
Annalise wants us all at the
Ain't not a
hotel.
bone in my body
You go, I'll take a cab.
bothered. That was.
As you all know,
that
Denver was my mentor.
Alliteration right there.
So
Not a
I'm
bone in my
feeling the
body,
same devastation
bothered.
you all are feeling.
Yeah.
This tragedy happened on our turf. Look, as hard as this is, we have to give our full cooperation to the FBI if we're all going to find out who did this. He will be dearly missed.
Why are you lying to these folks? We don't care about that man.
So this was Laurel's father. He hacked Denver's car. Or was it your mother?
I'm sorry, if this is all true, shouldn't we all be in
She's like,
hiding?
why
We're
my
all
family
safe.
so
Says who?
messed up?
The FBI is investigating the death of a DA who had files on all of us.
What are you worried about?
True.
The fun that he cheated on me?
And what about Simon?
Really?
He keeps texting me about his whistleblower deal.
Nate's looking for the drive.
Probably got destroyed in the crash.
Just tell Simon we'll have an update soon.
I think he needs to hear that from Annalise.
Is she okay?
I'm fine. We all are.
Till Laurel's parents blew up this hotel. They're not terrorists. They blew up Annalise's house with Wes inside.
No one else is dying. Now, as screwed up as it sounds, all we have is each other. And so we have to work to protect each other. And that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
It's my phone.
He probably heard us talking about it.
Quiet.
Hi.
Where is she?
What?
Your mother's missing, Laurel. The last person she was seen with at the hotel was you.
You're lying.
None of my people can find her.
You're probably with her right now.
I'm with your son.
Why are you there?
To remind you what's at stake here.
Really?
I am
Right
coming
now?
there.
I'm not letting my grandson get sucked into some cult.
You are the person I am trying to protect him from.
Just tell me where your mother is, and everyone will stay safe.
I don't know where she is.
Did you do something to her?
No, of course not.
Tell me the truth,
That was
Laurel.
such a villain.
Did you hurt your mother? Tell me or I'll take this boy away for good.
I didn't do anything.
Tell me the truth, Laurel.
So you just wanted to say yes.
Tell me.
When's the last time you saw her?
In her hotel room when I left.
And she was breathing.
She's probably on a plane to Paris, passed out on Xanax and wine.
Or she took a nosedive into the Hudson.
Then great, one of our problems is solved.
Saying things like that makes me think you did something to
I
her.
said terrible things to her, yes, but I'm not an animal. I would never hurt my own mother.
She's lied to us before.
Not about killing anyone.
She did bring a loaded gun to a work party.
That's
to a bar.
not- I mean, it led to a lot.
What did you say to her?
That was-
Things that she deserved to hear.
Like,
I told her to kill herself. They're just words.
said to a woman with mental health issues.
This is what my father does. He wanted you to start doubting me. Look,
Her dad's not
I don't know how to.
We are kind of
to
culty.
feel.
Maybe the baby would be better off with some
I
nanny.
think she's capable of that.
Laurel's his mother, and although I agree she has some impulse control issues.
She's not the only one.
Okay, now is not the time to do this.
Oh, so you want to talk about impulse control issues?
You mean yours? Because it seems like you can't seem to help yourself from jumping on every meat stick that winks at you.
What about you and your
Wow.
stupid gorilla rage like when you ran over Sinclair?
my father does
Your
not
gorilla
care about
rage.
anyone but himself. My mother
I
offers
just
her all he wants
picture
is a
Mario
stupid
Kart.
hard drive, and he's gonna
It's
say
like-
anything to get it.
Or do.
The
anything like
gorilla.
Donkey Kong.
Give it to Simon.
You heard the guy's gonna hurt the baby.
Simon gives the hard drive to the FBI, Jorge goes to jail, Laurel gets the baby back. That's the plan.
Maybe it's your mom on a beach somewhere.
Answer it.
Hello?
Where are you going?
The FBI wants to talk to Laurel.
What's the actual FBI?
About your mother?
About Denver. I was the last person to see him at the office.
He's gonna be fine.
What are we doing about Simon?
I'm not worrying about it right now.
Oliver and I will deal with Simon. You go.
Yeah, I mean, like, we a team. Like, everything can't be on Annalise.
Do we believe her?
I think so.
Is it reassuring?
I'm going to New York now. If mom's there, I'll
We're
find
really
her.
making this finale about Laurel
Better be
being a
careful.
possible murderer.
Did you hear that the FBI's meeting with your intern?
Yeah, it seems pretty ridiculous.
I know, but she was the last one to see him, so.
Really? Out of all the convicts that Denver sent to prison, you believe an intern did this?
Well, an intern who just had a baby. I mean, maybe her hormones were all out of whack. I don't know. That was very frat boy of me. I'm sorry. I mean, this is a freaking mess. I'm sorry we've had our beef in the past,
Her beef?
but I can't fill Denver's shoes without some help from people like you. So can we just bury the hatchet? Be friends?
Of course.
Where's Annalise?
She's talking to the feds right now, finalizing the terms of your deal.
That's good news. It means she's gonna get you whistleblower protections and your visa.
I want him out.
What?
Leave.
I know this is a lot, but I'm on your side.
Sam has been through enough, Oliver. Let's just give him what he needs. So after Annalise hammers out the terms of your deal, then she'll come visit. Until then, I'm here as collateral, which is lucky for you because I'm really good at yelling at nurses. So whatever you need, just ask.
The Gallivan case has been closed for a decade.
I know. I worked it back when I was a detective. The feds just want us to look into Denver's old cases, find anyone with a grudge.
Need my help? I got it. Okay.
As a law student, I'm sure you understand that the death of a DA in a major U.S. city is cause for some suspicion.
Of course she does. But neither my client nor I understand is why she's one of the first people you're bringing in for questioning rather than the thousands of ex-cons DA Denver's thrown in jail.
Records show Miss Castillo was one of the DA's interns.
Also, you're bringing in all the interns in the office?
Just the one who had an unscheduled meeting with the victim hours before he died. So what was last night's meeting about?
Sensitive.
Tell me who killed Wes. I thought it was going to be about me going back to intern after my maternity leave, but he really just wanted to talk about my father.
Your father?
I was just as surprised as you. I didn't even know they knew each other.
How did they?
I don't know, but Denver asked me if I'd spoken to him recently. I haven't, obviously, due to the custody stuff.
Custody of who?
You told him everything?
Just the things that'll make them investigate my
sure
father.
How does
Sticking the FBI on him make any sense? Seriously, just threaten his own grandchild. Imagine the Goodfellas massacre he'll do to us.
He's
Think
under
for
watch.
a second instead of panicking. This lays the groundwork for Simon to blow the whistle on Antares.
That's only true if we have the hard drive.
Speaking of, you really need to go talk to Simon.
Michaela knows what she's doing.
Does she? Because I'm sure she'd be willing to bang Simon into silence, but he's not into girls, so we're screwed.
That one was actually kind of funny.
Hey,
Please, Ray.
We need some good news.
depends. Denver's been using evidence locker for an old case to hide stuff.
And she puts her butt towards me. And she's like,
What is it?
That's Dominic's phone. I gave it to Denver in our last meeting.
No hard drive.
Probably because the FBI already has it.
Wait. You looking for this too?
is that the hard drive? Stop reading.
Denver had it.
Why aren't we hitting
One
the
of those
drive off
rat
to Simon and
cops
letting the
did
FBI go through it?
We need to make sure there's actually illegal files on it.
Wait, we don't know that?
It's there. We just need to divvy up all the files.
No, only my computer's air-gapped and encrypted to keep your father's spyware from monitoring everything we do.
We don't know what that means.
It means shut up, so I can do my job.
Come on.
The whole reason for the class action was for us to start doing good for people.
I got that case all the way to the Supreme Court.
If you actually win, every single one of our clients, Nate's dad, Claudia, they're gonna need us to retry their cases, and we aren't gonna be able to do that if the FBI locks us up.
You're not worried about the plaintiffs, you're worried about you.
No,
I gave you a shout out on the steps of the Supreme Court.
and I'm grateful for that.
I didn't do it to validate you. I did it so you can get your ass back into law school.
Get your life on track.
What are you
Get
implying?
married.
I'm not implying anything. I just know what really happened. I know everything. So trust that I know what I'm doing here too.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
You're doing the fake smile thing again.
Asher broke up with me.
That lie would only work if you said that you dumped him.
It's not a lie.
You're stalling. You don't have the Antares files, do you? Tell Annalise I want to see my deal and proof that there's any illegal files, or I will tell the police what really happened that night.
What was the text?
You find anything?
That would be a very big mistake.
Well, she looked like a baby doll.
Now she's trying to
Michaela
like a
just
serial
texted
killer.
Simon's asking for proof
Yeah.
of the files.
Tell her to suffocate him, and then maybe I'll consider forgiving her.
A baby doll and a serial killer.
All of the offshore investments my father used to put my name on.
Offshore, like the Caymans?
What are the chances that we find anything on there?
When the FBI went through Enron's files, they had to create a task force, and it still took them years.
Change your plans.
No, just give me a few more minutes.
This is the time that we ask for help, Laurel.
Who's help? Oh. Yeah, she would know.
No wonder Michaela behaves like such a fool. She had you as a teacher.
We have the Antares files. Haven't found any illegal activity yet.
Because there is none.
Because you haven't told me where to look for it.
Even if your ludicrous claims were true, I am one of Jorge Casillo's lawyers.
Attorney-client privilege only applies to past crimes. But since your client's crimes are ongoing,
Enough.
you could be arrested with him and charged as his co-conspirator. So why not jump ship? Be the whistleblower.
I'm calling security.
They killed the district attorney. Denver was on Jorge's payroll. Tegan. This is not worth dying for.
It's not. She's scared.
Get the hell out of my office.
But
I
she
think she
ain't.
wasn't gonna help.
Yeah, she ain't gonna move in. She's
She's
tough.
scared
But
of
she's tough.
dying, but she's also scared of him.
I didn't want to worry Annalise about this.
She's like, I know I'm gonna die.
Denver was keeping files
Right now, she's
on all of you.
Right.
I know.
I found him.
Without the files up on everybody. Oh, good job,
Where are they?
Nate.
I destroyed him already.
I don't believe that. You didn't
Was
see
there
it,
one
it
on
didn't
you?
happen.
I'm dead.
Too boring, apparently.
Did she say yes?
What are you doing here?
Girls told me the plan.
Who's with Simon?
You sleep on painkillers. Tegan said no, right?
Go back to the hospital.
Simon's gonna rat us out unless we do something. He told me that. But I know how to shut him up. We call ICE. Get him deported.
Ooh.
No.
He brought an illegally obtained gun to a workplace. That's grounds for
We are
deportation.
not deporting a gay man back to Pakistan. That's not who we are.
Of course it is.
Do you want to destroy an innocent life? Do you know what that means? Not just for Simon, but for you?
I more than understand guilt at this point.
Talk to me if you start drinking a bottle of vodka a night and fantasizing about ways to off yourself.
I'm trying to save us.
Save yourself is what I'm telling you. Because the path you're on nearly killed me, and you're not me. Back to the hospital. Wait for my call.
She's really trying to be a better person.
Yeah.
Everybody else is slipping. They're
I
getting
went to your
darker
mom's
as this
hotel.
goes along.
Frank!
At least
I was
it's getting lighter.
careful.
I've noticed that.
Yeah.
I talked to some maids,
And the
families.
white is very
None of them saw
small.
anything suspicious. She just disappeared. No trace.
So you found nothing?
They're all wearing dark colors.
You know I love you no matter what, right?
What are you asking me?
Am I looking for something I'm not gonna find?
You say you love me.
I just need to ask.
I told you no. I'm not the sociopath here. That's you.
Go low, I go lower.
The loudest stuff.
Anything?
No.
But the
And
difference
still no
is he
regime
embraces
for this
who he
guy.
is.
So
They're wondering if
depends
she's
on
lying
the
about
streets.
things.
It could be you if we don't get killed.
Yeah, the whole point was before you get killed, so I can rub all the sex on having Michaela's face.
But we know Laurel
You know,
is like a
it
compulsive
just
liar.
happened. The way you're acting, though, it's very
Love her,
douche-face.
Not to mention, it's obvious you want to forgive her.
I do not.
You do. You just have this idea that you're supposed to be manly and mad.
In other words, the guy's just a one-off. Get over it.
I'm not mad about the sex. I'm angry she lied.
We all lie.
Yeah, but this was a stupid one to protect her image of herself.
Well, I have been lying to all of you for exactly the same reason. Connor, I didn't cheat. But I didn't drop out either. I failed out. And I know it's stupid that I didn't tell you. I was ashamed. And now I'm ashamed that I was ashamed.
He was like, Connor.
That
Do you
makes
want to call
sense.
it the wedding? Shut up.
He was like, Connor.
Given the topic that
Why?
was at hand,
Just give it to me.
Right.
There was a time when I looked forward to seeing your name on my phone.
It's Annalise Keating.
No,
he switched
I'm
gears.
not doing this with you.
You don't have a choice.
Excuse me, stop.
We have the hard drive.
So give her her son, and you get the hard drive. Yay! Everybody clap your hands.
She wanted face to face.
Where's my daughter?
I'm not here to negotiate a family reunion.
How do I know you haven't made copies?
Check our computers. You're doing it anyway. Sign this. It recants your testimony against Laurel. The judge will be swayed and give her sole custody. Then we can all move on.
Move on? My wife is missing.
Ex-wife. Stop accusing Laurel of something we both know she's not capable of.
And you don't know my daughter.
What has she done?
You know, if you don't want to do this, I can leave.
You bring out the worst in people, don't you?
Michaela.
Do not suffocate this man.
She's really considering it.
You want to call this off? Because, you know, I'm happy to let the FBI find whatever's on this.
You wouldn't have come here if that was the resolution you wanted.
True, but I didn't come here to talk.
No, you came for blood.
No, I came here to call a truce. So sign the contract or go to prison for the rest of your life.
This isn't some business deal, Annalise. This is my family. You stole my daughter from me.
What?
Maybe you don't understand the kind of pain that brings a parent.
I understand, believe me.
Your child was born dead. You understand nothing.
What are the odds we find a dead monster from
You
the
could
bed?
piss her out.
Look, I can't see that. You just get what we need so we can get out of here.
Try raising a shy, sweet little girl who could barely look people in the eye when they asked her her name. A girl that you had to protect from her mother because she was never well.
She needed protection from you.
I love Laurel more than myself. I built her a future where she could have anything, be anything. Try doing that.
She didn't want any of
And then having some monster steal her from you.
I know exactly how that feels.
You dumb.
You took Wes from me. And for what? Was it for the money? Huh? Please tell me it wasn't just for the money. You know you can't be a good father and kill the love of your daughter's life. And lock her in the psych ward. Hold your grandson for ransom, because that's all I see you doing. In this
How are you
story,
the father? That doesn't
that you're
work.
doing it out of love. You love you.
Correct.
Not even your ex-wife, your daughter, or that little boy alone in the hospital.
You have no idea what I'm willing to do for my
I
family.
don't care about you.
Right.
Or what you're willing to do.
And neither does your daughter. It's too late. You've lost her. She's gone.
She's gone. As soon as you hold her son for ransom.
And by taking her son away from her, you're putting her through the same pain that you say you feel right now.
Correct.
So be a good father for once and sign the damn paper. And
All
let
she
her go.
wants is her son.
I mean, that's really not all she wants.
Well,
She wants
but
revenge.
That's what she wants the most.
Her priority
It's taking
shifted.
too long.
She wanted
He
revenge
probably
for
just
Laurel.
threw
For
up
what?
himself or something.
Call Annalise, make sure the judge hasn't changed her mind.
Mia, just want to say goodbye to him.
No.
It's done. Leave.
Laurel?
Chamaquito, ¿cómo estás? It's your mommy. Guess who's coming home today? Yeah, I love you. I love you.
So he's showing no signs of infection, and he's off the antibiotics. He will need to stay on the enhanced formula, though, for another month or so.
Oh, Frank, write that down.
Oh, we put all the instructions in this packet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know they write it down.
And all our contact information. And we'll be making a home visit within the month, just to make sure Christopher is settling in okay.
I just moved into a nicer place. I think he's gonna love it. Should we go?
Where's your mother?
I don't know. And I don't care.
It's your mother, Laurel.
She's dead to me. As are you.
Just shattered his heart. Annalise cracked it. She just shattered it. And now he walking away empty-handed. Got your drive though. That's what you wanted. You got no grandson or nothing. Oh, your mama? Was that the plan the whole time? Keep her away?
How is he?
Damn cute. Do we know what's happening?
Any minute. Get out of there.
They did find something. Oh, they played it.
Still, have a warrant for your arrest?
No, this is...
You have the right to remain silent.
They played it.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you.
They still gotta be careful to
Understand
see
the rights
big
that is
bail.
read to you.
Got it.
She got money.
Thank you. He's in custody.
Come on, T. You good.
This is not worth dying for. the hell out of my office.
So the Melanie at least didn't walk away so
You were the
easy.
one making the mistake here. Trust is the foundation of the attorney-client relationship. And Professional Conduct Rule 1.6 prohibits me from disclosing information relating to representation without my client's informed consent.
He was
My
listening.
immunity deal?
It's been filed under seal with the court. My agents have already started corroborating your statements.
And Kaplan and Gold?
You're listed as Jane Doe and all the paperwork, so go to work, keep your nose down. No one will know.
Today in New York City,
Good
the
job,
FBI
Tegan.
arrested billionaire Jorge Castillo on a litany of charges, including wiretapping, bribery, securities fraud, tax evasion, and first-degree murder. The victim
Excellent.
is Philadelphia District Attorney Todd Denver. The suspicious nature of his death led the FBI to uncover campaign donations linking the two men.
Fran just texted. I'll be here soon.
Hey, BBC's
Oh wow, we worked a miracle
We're
today.
all relieved, but this is on the news. Simon's gonna see this.
Bonnie took care of Simon.
What does that mean? Took care of.
The DA's office is dropping all the charges against him as long as he signs an affidavit that he was the one who brought the gun to C&G. Actually, I took care of Simon.
Simon Drake, we're with Immigration and Customs. You're being transferred to a medical
She
facility
did
run by
it.
the Department of Homeland Security.
Why?
She deported
It's come to
him.
our attention you've been involved in some recent criminal activity.
A felony gun charge equals deportation, so I made an anonymous tip to ICE.
Look at Annalise. She's
What's wrong
crazy.
with you?
He would have held this over our heads for the rest of our lives, and it's not like I killed him, so you're welcome.
That was dark though. That was messed up.
Why?
Because it needed to be done.
Well, you did it despite me.
The old you would have done this.
I want it better for you, Michaela.
And someone needed to step up and do the thing that you didn't have the balls to do to keep us safe.
Oh my god.
You've been trying to become me this whole time.
Yeah.
And now that you've done it, you must be proud.
I've become me. That's what I'm proud of. You should be too.
This whole thing with Asher is making her very cold and dark. I don't like her and Asher together, but it was the lightness in her heart. She don't have family to fall back onto, now she doesn't have love.
I'm surprised you picked up.
She's defaulting back to that old,
Let the rest of the world be blowing
Yeah.
up
Marcus
cool.
Michaela.
About Jorge's arrest?
You haven't heard?
That was messed up. Because they were trying to frame him in the first
President
place.
Fitzgerald Grant
Now they
and
deported him.
DC Power player Olivia Pope, the plaintiffs in Leahy v. Commonwealth, argued for better funding for public defenders. Today, the Supreme Court returned a decision. The justices sided with the plaintiffs, led by attorney Annalise Keating. Many had questioned whether Ms. Keating, a
Congratulations.
controversial
That is
criminal
brilliant.
defense attorney, was the right person to argue such an important case. Today, with this momentous win, Ms. Keating has proved her detractors wrong and ensured a far-reaching step forward for
Nate gonna be
defendants
so
across
happy.
the entire country. With this victory, it's clear Ms. Keating has become a legal powerhouse on a national level.
Excellent. See, she's becoming a much better person. She's so happy.
This is
She's
good.
genuinely
I,
happy.
cause when Annalise got shot, I didn't know where this was gonna go.
You killed the one person I love the most. Tell me why I shouldn't kill you right now.
I'm with your son. Just tell me where your mother is.
She's dead to me, as are you.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see it till now. They're all so dark. And you know, Lisa's growing better, but they're growing worse. All of them. Even Wes was slipping at the end. He was in that deep depression.
I'm so sorry about all of this. I'm gonna find my new place soon.
Asher becoming a
You stay
murderer.
as long as you like.
Bonnie. Some murder.
If you're just joining us, my guest today is Annalise Keating, a local defense attorney who argued and won a class action lawsuit at the United States Supreme Court. Annalise, tell us, what's the one thing you'd like our listeners to take away from this case?
As kids, we're taught that there's good and evil. The good guys are the heroes that save the day, and the bad guys are the criminals behind bars. But that's just not reality. Being a convict doesn't mean that you're bad. When you visit a prison, you learn that the so-called criminals are just people who've been put through hell. And until now, our justice system has dealt with these people by putting them through even more hell. But due to this court's ruling, they can now appeal their cases.
Just meet up for the tour.
Your name?
Delfino, Frank.
I don't see your name. Are you a prospective student or parent? I'm just kidding. Just fill this out.
And for many of them, it is the only second chance they've ever been given.
What's your response to critics who say these criminals don't deserve a second chance?
What successful person in life has not been given a second chance? Months ago, my license was almost stripped away from me, but the state bar took mercy on me in my time of need. This class action was my second chance.
My time off from Middleton allowed me to rediscover my passion for law. Specifically, my work on Leahy v. Commonwealth of Pennsylvania reminding me why I chose to become a lawyer in the first place. Hey.
You didn't pick up your phone.
I'm working on my application.
You think I'm evil too?
They're definitely looking at you a little different.
We're all evil sometimes.
He's growing better though.
Help me
Mentally,
make my
he went through
application
his
less
spiral, but he's a better person.
Oliver won't be mad?
He's not home.
Where is he?
Even the most vilified people in our society can turn their lives
What's the
around.
department?
They just need help.
How about we make you my interior decorator?
I want this place to make a statement. All right, well, first
Oh, he's
order of
moving in.
business, cover up those weird sex scratches, and you gotta lose the beer pong trophy, or you'll never find a quality lady.
Those are not
See?
sex scratches.
So I need
A
you
girl
all,
was
and I will pay you
on
back, I
drugs.
promise. Can I cash in now? And I'm broke, Oz, otherwise I wouldn't be moving into this dump. I didn't mean money.
I'm not forgiving Michaela.
Okay, just listen. So, Connor doesn't think we should have them, but I feel like if we're gonna do a wedding, then we should do it right. So,
best
will
man.
you be my best man?
Ollie.
Just say yes.
Hell yes, bestie!
I mean, who's him a friend?
You don't give people a chance to get better,
Yeah.
then you rob them of their families, their futures, and any ounce of hope.
Michaela's gonna be all
Once you lose hope, you
best
lose your will to live.
And then,
I don't think they do best women. Oh, was that a dating website she's on?
yeah.
You could do better by
Oh no, girl.
X. Now he likes you too.
I'm dead. Yeah, look down, do your work.
Bonnie, you can do better. Come on now. Asher's available.
And this case isn't
Unless
just
this is
about
The only thing I can think of is she's trying to grow
wives, husbands,
higher
and children
in this
suffer
company.
immensely when a loved one is locked
in the
away.
DA's office, maybe. Because he's probably the next
I
in
know she
line.
didn't do it.
I knew he didn't either. If you didn't
Who's
see
the
it, it didn't happen. He wants to
You
read it.
think about all
This is
the
the
young
files that
girls
Denver
and
had on
boys
all of
who've
them.
never done a bad thing in their lives.
He's
and
curious
lose
because I
a
wouldn't have
parent to
either.
an
I would have
unjust
kept it for
justice
myself
system.
and read them. I want to know everything.
And
That's
not
the
only are they
detective.
likely to fall
That's the
below the
detective.
poverty line, but the trauma that they suffer wreaks havoc on them for the rest of their lives.
Wait, what is it saying? Child alive? Bonnie had a child.
So reuniting families is the first
Oh,
step to
no.
building a better society.
Your name?
Well, I can't tell you that unless you give me yours first.
Very funny.
Fine. Just give me your number. Email?
Your name,
I've seen him in the movie or something.
Right, you're trained to.
Gabriel Maddox. It's a pleasure.
The problem is that most people don't believe that these criminals deserve help. Instead, it's go to
West
jail,
with
pay your
plastic
debt,
surgery?
and get a fresh start.
He's looking
But
at
there's
him
no
like he
such
know
thing as a
him.
fresh start when you've been inside the system. It's like quicksand. It sucks you in.
That wouldn't happen to be what they're trying to say is Bonnie's child.
You awake?
Yeah.
Because she would have had the child when she was young. That was when all the trauma happened. And she's grown, at least in her 30s, so the child would be around college age.
You just don't know it yet because Laurel
Is that what they're trying to say?
Dance for me.
He would know after two.
Annalise,
Did you kill your mama?
I don't know how to do this.
You don't have to be
No
alone.
one does.
Oh, you're sick.
I don't know what she was. She looked guilty.
Why, sweetheart?
You're not your parents.
Okay, I hope not. We still ain't seen the mama though. I like Laura. I really do. She's my favorite character, but I can't ignore the flaws. She lies a lot.
She
And
does.
she's strong.
Pathological.
She's emotionally strong. She lashes out like everybody else, but she can control it for a while before that
She's
happens.
emotionally strong with Bonnie.
And that's my dream for this case. That we all work harder to see the good in people instead of the bad.
She's been doing
And
that.
that's for all of us, no matter what mistakes we make.
Oh shit.
To just have the ability to get and to be better.
She could have did that in her sleep though.
So you
Remember, she
argued in
was
front of the
talking.
highest court in the land.
Or she
and
fought her
won.
mama. I don't know.
What's next? Will you return to teaching or take on another class action?
Honestly.
I don't know. Get out that slum apartment.
I don't know. Little girl, little boy, yes ma'am. Did you go to the bar? Yes ma'am. Did you take my turkey? Yes ma'am. Which way did it go?
She just want to be Nana Lise.
Where did it go?
See what I did there? Nana Lise.
Shoot.
She want to be the Nana.
Middleton Law graduates make up a who's who of our nation's most prominent legal minds. We've graduated 10 attorney generals, a dozen congressmen, and even a Supreme Court justice.
Hey, looks like the good times didn't last too long.
Did you get them eggs? Yes, ma'am. Did you take my turkey? Yes, ma'am.
The kids here.
Shoot, shoot, shoot. Turkeys, golden feathers way yonder. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Turkey, golden feathers.
I don't know what they're trying to say either. That's Bonnie Child or I don't get it.
Shoot, turkey, golden feathers way yonder. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Turkey, golden feathers way yonder.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't think it's him. I was just scared.
That wouldn't make
That would have
sense.
been a really strange, hardcore.
That, I feel like that was supposed to be some sort of reveal, but I don't get it.
Maybe we're slow.
We'd be pretty good though. I don't get it.
I don't know. Anyways, I'm just trying to figure out what. So the mama is missing. Mama's dead. Mama what?
We don't know. Cause Laura had scratches. The mama never showed up. And then Laura got scratches. They either could have been from her sleep, just because she was laying like this, so she could have scratched herself easily. I scratched myself in my sleep.
Yeah,
Or her mom. It was a fight, and her mom scratched it. And her, you know.
Or yeah, it's either sleep, fight, or kill.
I don't know.
It's like that kiss, marry, kill game.
I don't think it's like that at all.
Okay. Sleep,
I know
fight, kill.
Whatever. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out this ending. Because in Bonnie's file, that was the first one he opened. We know she was raped, obviously. They said by multiple men. So her father was white. So obviously that wouldn't work because this is a child with melanin. But if it was other men involved as well, it could have been any one of theirs as well.
It says DNA match, so they know who the father is.
Right. But then who was he calling? He said the good times don't last.
Bonnie.
But why would he call
Or
her
the
and say,
father.
"Hey, I found your child"? Like that's
Hey,
triggering.
Or the father.
The father would probably be in jail, right? Yeah.
The father of the child? No. Because Bonnie never won the case against anyone.
No, remember Annalise forced her into that confession years ago, and her dad died in prison.
I'm not talking about Bonnie's father. I'm talking about the kid's father. college boy's father.
That I'm just saying that's Bonnie's rapist, one of them.
Right, I know.
He would be in jail.
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
No, he
she
wouldn't.
She told. I'm pretty sure she told on everybody.
That was a white man.
That was her real dad. But there were other men
The
involved.
man on the stand was a white man. I understand what you're saying. I'm saying that he could have called the.
Why would he call the real
Gabrielle's-
dad? That wouldn't make
Gabrielle's
sense.
father.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. No, he wouldn't call Bonnie's rapist.
I
That
know.
doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. I
No,
don't know.
that's not who he called. He's talking casually. That's somebody he knows. So I don't know. But it doesn't. If that's Bonnie's child, it would make sense to just call her, and because that would be a trigger. It didn't look. He didn't call Annalise. She's sitting there playing with the baby. I mean, maybe he called Laurel. But my whole thing is too. What is he doing at the college? I didn't understand that either. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. I'll relook at all of it when I edit it because I didn't really understand it. But it was a good ending. They're definitely pushing for a darker Michaela. But everybody's had their moment in the darkness. I mean, Connor was spiraling ever since the death of Sam, and he was going crazy. It really wasn't until this season that he finally got his bearings on his emotions and everything that was going on, and it took doing something good. I mean, and that makes sense why he crashed out like he did, because he had failed out of college. That was the one thing he had going for him, and then he got all the pressure on everybody. He had went through everything with Oliver. The previous year were breaking up. The guilt, everything was just crashing down on this dude. And he just crashed out after that. But then, you know, Annalise reeled him in. And then, of course, you know, the West situation when he walked in, that was traumatizing. And then Laurel had her moment this entire season with going on this revenge spree, you know, almost losing her baby, all of this. And it still looked like that's continuing because we had to figure out this mystery with her mom. Michaela went full dark side, but Michaela had, you know, she at first was doing very good with Kaplan and Gold, but Laurel kind of pulled them all into this, which unfortunately helped spiral, you know, them down this dark
just
path.
bad for what's his name.
Simon, I don't like Simon, but I do feel bad. I think we should have
liked him.
We should have went with Annalise's solution. That was wrong.
Yeah,
to deport him to a country that
it was quicker, but
that was messed up. Yeah.
At least he gets to be with his family, but like it was wrong.
And Annalise was, I know she's massively disappointed in Michaela, massively, because Annalise is trying to get away from who she was, and then Michaela is trying to be her, and it's like, oh God, you don't even know like the path you're going down. You didn't pay attention to any of Annalise's journey, but they are all selfish and self-preservative, and that's what happens. And then then she cheated because really Asher's not her type. She found an Obama and that's what she wanted. Then she realizes she's wrong, and I think part of her does feel bad, but part of her is more because she was gonna tell him. Connor guilt tripped her into telling, but honestly she would have kept it to herself. And I don't know. I never liked the relationship because it felt off. I knew that wasn't Michaela's type, so I said that Asher's not her type. So like, it didn't surprise me that she cheated because she found somebody that she liked. I mean,
She found someone
it's
that
sad for
checked all the
Asher.
boxes. Mature, you know.
Successful.
Come on, man, I'm getting there.
Oh, you was taking too long.
Black, basically.
Yeah, he's in a, you know, working for a pretty good firm and working with, you know, the president and all them, like, and Olivia Pope. Like, come on now, like, he's everything that she wanted. And Asher crumbled. I mean, he ain't got nothing. He Poe. Like, he just...
And he's not working.
He ain't doing nothing. Going to school, kind of.
Yeah, like, he's in school and the bare mini.
But I don't know. It just wasn't enough. I mean, they tried it, but she was wrong for cheating. I have to say,
100%.
Michaela lost a lot of points this season, especially towards the end.
A lot of aura points.
But she lost her dream job, she lost her boyfriend, and now she done lost her damn mind, Lord. And hopefully she can live with herself with what she's done. But
I mean, she was only paying rent by herself, but now she's just paying for her to eat.
So we're gonna see where this all goes. I guess my theory about West being alive was wrong, but I was kind of not banking on that
It would
because
have been really hard to do the
they showed it. They showed his death. That's why I'm like, but I don't know. I felt like that's what they didn't it seem that way?
Yeah.
Like the mom had like
Very
a bombshell. I was really waiting for it this episode. I thought they were gonna reveal he was alive, but then they didn't. So I just don't think it happened. And yeah, so, but at least we did get the flashback. We did get Baby West back, and yeah, we got Denver's gone. He was a scourge on their lives. But I think also Nate is about to find out a lot about all of them, because I think there's still stuff about all of them we don't know, and yeah. And the only other thing I was gonna say about Frank being at the school, the only thing I can think of is that he went there specifically looking for that boy.
What boy? That boy?
Yeah, I don't know what he said his name was, but
I could have sworn he said something about going to college or something. So
I don't know.
We'll see.
I listen. I don't like Frank, so I don't really listen to him when he talks. I'm not gonna lie. He's my least favorite character.
I thought Asher was.
Asher's right above him. I think he's been progressively losing points ever since he did what he did to Annalise, and like how obsessive he is with Laurel. It's kind of annoying. Then he punched Laurel and made her go or almost miscarry. And
How did I forget?
I didn't like all of that. He just don't stop. And then he impulsively killed the one dude, which I didn't like him anyway. But we need to answer. Like he just gets on my nerves. He does too much.
He has issues.
Major issues. So I don't really care for Frank. It's Frank then
Remember when
Asher.
he was on the run? He was killing people left and right, crashing cars.
He's a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Oh, sorry. But yeah, that's all I got. This was a good season. It was very Laurel and West driven, even without West. His, the loss of him, his presence, everything, that we went through. It was all for West. And we got Baby West. So this was their season. Well, Annalise is the main character.
I know that.
Yeah. But yeah, I would have never thought about killing Wes. That was crazy. But yep, we got 2 more seasons, you guys. I'm really enjoying this. It was a pleasure also to see Olivia Pope this season. That was great. But I'm sure they can keep us on our toes with 2 more seasons. I'm looking forward to seeing.
Do you think the college will hire her back?
Yes. Yes, I do. But I'm looking forward. She might do something different though. It looks like they're trying to take her character in different directions. Mm-hmm. So she may go work for a law firm. She may start her own again, like a real one. Bonnie's still staying at the DA's office, which is good. Because really they could work as a good team. If Annalise is still doing on the defense side and Bonnie grows and be's the DA, imagine that. Imagine what they can do with 2 people in 2, opposite positions that are friends. Because usually they work against each other. But now imagine. And that's what we've seen the whole series. Now imagine the 2 sides working together. Like that could be interesting. Yeah. Because we already did the whole Annalise versus Bonnie this season, so we don't need to do that no more. So now we can keep them where they at, and they could be a good team. But I don't know. Maybe Annalise is doing stuff that makes her happy. That's for the the betterment of people. The next season could just be about her retrying all those cases and things like that. We could go back to Nate's dad and things like that. But I think Annalise is working towards good. Like we already touched on earlier, Annalise is growing lighter. She's really felt her mistakes and her pains and who she is. And Olivia Pope even noticed, in only having known her for a little bit of time, that she was a bully. And I mean, that's true. But Annalise is trying to change, and she wants it, and she's taking the steps. She's become sober. She's not allowing anybody to put blame on her. She's, shaming them for their mistakes. And she's not doing old Annalise stuff. She's actually making a good change, and she's succeeding. So I like her a lot. She's my favorite. Her and Laurel. Laurel and West were my favorite. So I guess it's just Laurel and Annalise. Everybody else is just in the middle somewhere. And like I said, Asher and Frank are at the bottom. So that's kind of where my chart is.
Connor's character development has come so far.
It has, but he, depending on his mind state, depends on where he is in my list. Yeah. I like Oliver. Oliver's usually more towards the top. He did crash out a little bit in after he had got tested positive. He was acting a little crazy and breaking up with Connor for no reason and all that. That I was like, but he does. He's like, more helpful than he is.
I told you to give me apples, not blueberries from the store. It's over. Yeah, he was.
Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this video up, y'all. So thank you guys for watching. Of course, we want to hear what you guys thought.
Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe to my channel for next.
And we'll see you guys for season 5 of How to Get Away with Murder.
Bye.